Hello, welcome to Heart of Philly. Tonight we are at the Walnut Street Theatre for the opening night of Neil Simon's production, Laughter on the 23rd Floor. This was a very great show. We came out tonight and we saw it. We're going to meet the director soon and some of the cast members. You have to come. It's a great show. It's the 208th season of this show. And there's other trivia you may not know, or maybe you might. But this show started as a television show in the 1950s. It was a classic comedy of Neil Simon's, and now it's a wonderful play right here in Philadelphia. So you cannot miss it. You have to come out and see it. We thoroughly enjoyed it, and we're going to meet the director soon. Thanks. I'll see you soon.
No comedy show in all of television that equaled the Max Prince show. Not in 1953, there wasn't. An hour and a half review every Saturday night, completely live. And now I was actually a writer on it. My name is Lucas Brickman. Max was unlike any comedian I've ever seen before. He didn't tell jokes, he didn't say funny lines, he was just funny. But on camera, when he had to be himself, like introducing a guest, he couldn't say 4 intelligent consecutive words without mumbling or coughing. I liked Max a lot. Mostly because he treated his writers with respect.
And we're with Frank Ferrante. Am I
That's right, perfect. Well done.
DiCecco.
DiCecco, yes, Paisano. How are you, dear?
And you are the director of the play, Neil Simon's production, Laughter on 23rd Street.
23rd floor. Yeah.
23rd floor. Sorry about
That's
that.
All right.
It was really
Breathe
good.
on me, Karen. Breathe on me.
I think I laughed the whole time.
That's good. We knocked the floor right out of you.
You
That's
did.
right.
You knocked the floor right out from under us.
That's right.
The audience seemed to really enjoy it.
Good.
And you've been here. You were here 20 years ago with this
I did this exact same show. I directed and played the Max Prince part 20 years ago to this time slot, to this month. And I love this show. And 4 of the original people in that show are in this current production. And this show was originally done on Broadway in 1993 with Nathan Lane, and when I saw it with Nathan Lane, I wanted to do it. And so I pitched it to Bernard Hubbard, who runs the theater here, and he said, let's do it. And so I just got off the stage, that's why I'm sweating. So this is opening night. This was our opening.
You know, it was amazing. It was amazing. Not only was it very, very funny, but there was a lot of action, too. You were hopping all over the place.
That's right.
So you were doing push-ups, you were doing everything. Your little dance. Little dance
yeah,
over there.
I do it all. I drop my pants, I throw a cake, I put my fist through a wall.
He dropped his pants.
I have a death scene. I do a pratfall. I do a spit take.
Yeah,
and then I have this farewells, kind of a drunken farewell speech at the end. So I get to do comedy and drama.
That was good too.
But it's all Neil Simon's writing, and it's about his time as a writer for Sid Caesar, one of the greatest comedians the country's ever produced, one of the greatest television comedians, and it's about Neil Simon's experiences as a writer on Sid's show in the 1950s. And in that room, represented within our show, Mel Brooks, Larry Gelbart, Woody Allen, Carl Reiner. These are all people that wrote, people that made us laugh and gave us much joy. And so the play is a celebration of that comedy creation, creating comedy, and that time in Neil Simon's life. And I love the great comedians. I love the Marx Brothers and Bob Hope and Gleason and Lucille Ball and all those people.
Ball,
right? They're amazing.
Hope, they were all the best.
And Laurel and Hardy, all those great American comedians from the first half of the last century.
Right.
This show gives a good kind of I think a taste of what it's like to make comedy, the kind of craziness and the competition.
Don't you think it's good to bring all this back now? It's a time, in the times that we're seeing in life in general, laughter is the best thing.
People want to laugh and laugh hard, and you heard how hard people were laughing.
I was laughing hard.
It's designed in a way. It's a big laugh show. Yet there is a through line of pathos, of some sadness, because my character Sid Caesar is having a bit of a breakdown because of the pressure he's under to create a 90-minute live show once a week, every week, and to create that's basically putting on a Broadway show once a week, and that's what he had to do. And he was a young man at the time, younger than I am now. He was late 20s, early 30s, doing this work, and it was too much for him. So he would medicate himself. He would take tranquilizers, and he would drink scotch before he went to sleep to knock himself out because he was so wired and so stressed out. and there were a lot of pressures on him. And this was he was like a regular, poor kid that made good, and he had a great deal of success early on in his life. But he after he kind of bottomed out, he about 25 years he wasn't well, but then he recovered when he was older and was able to rebuild his relationships. But we don't go into that, but we do see him kind of break down a little bit, as you saw.
Right. So it was a mixture of a lot of emotions.
Absolutely,
a lot of emotions, but it was well played. Everyone did such a great job,
Thank
and
you.
I love.
Thank you, Karen.
You're very good. You're
Thank
very
you.
good.
I appreciate
It was
that.
my first experience seeing you, and
thank you.
I really appreciate it. And I have a question. What keeps bringing you back to Philadelphia? What do you think about Philadelphia?
It's one of the great theater towns. I've been working here on and off for 25 years. It was a tryout town for Broadway shows. This theater particularly was renowned. I mean, this is the oldest continuously running theater, I think, in the world. 1809. Philadelphia can claim that. Marlon Brando did Streetcar Named Desire here in 1947. The Marx Brothers became big successes here in 1923. The greatest actors, Helen Hayes, the Barrymores, the Lunts. The history's so rich. And I'm an actor and a director. I'm a man of the theater. So this theater has a real pull for me. And Philadelphia has a great grand tradition of theater for since the beginning of the country.
Right.
And that to me is a beautiful thing. And Philadelphia owns that. And I would like being part of the community. And there are great actors, and there's great theatrical artists in Philadelphia, and I got to know a lot of them, and I've bonded with a lot of them: actors, designers, technicians, crew members, marketing, all of it. I see it, I get to be around it, and I respect it, and I've been accepted. So I feel like an honorary Philadelphian in a way, because I've spent literally years of my life living here over a period of so many years.
All that work.
Yeah, it's been great. I'm very fortunate. I feel very, very, very blessed to get to work here.
So what is the next thing that you're going to do?
I will play here through March 5th. So we've got, it's a 7-week run we've had here, and then I have a one-man show about Groucho Marx that I've been doing for 30 years. I did it in New York, I did it in London. I'll play that all over the country. I'll be in Milwaukee Rep doing that, and then, I don't know if it's too early to say, but I'll be back here in the fall doing a funny thing happened on the way of the Forum. I don't think that's acknowledged yet, but I'll be directing that and playing one of the lead roles in that show. It's a great musical. So,
we'll have to come back.
Please, that'll be September and October. So.
Yes, I'd love to. I really thoroughly enjoyed it.
Thank you,
I know our viewers are going to very much enjoy it. So you have to get your tickets. You have to come here.
Big laugh show. Hope to see you, folks.
Yes.
These guys still don't believe me. That's history, kid. Right up there with David Selznick buying Gone with the Wind. Go on, read it.
Your agent called and said MGM will get back to you.
Go on, we're listening.
That's it.
That's it? MGM will get back to you is a deal? I got a call from the Coast last night. They signed the contract as soon as they okay the script.
They didn't okay it yet?
They'll okay it as soon as they read it.
They didn't read it yet?
They'll read it when I write it. You didn't write it yet? Here. It's all up here. Every page, every word,
Hey, how are you doing?
Wonderful.
I loved
Thank
the
you.
play. I
Oh, thank
loved
you very
it.
much.
And I understand that you were both in this show 20 years ago.
20 years
You were
ago,
actors here.
in the exact same roles 20 years ago.
Isn't that amazing? How you did an excellent job tonight. I love your Russian accent. You guys did so well.
It's the only show I've ever done a Russian accent in.
I thought it was good, and it's appropriate nowadays. Right? I was thinking of that.
Well, that's what's funny. That
Show.
when they first told us they were doing the show, we didn't really think that much about how appropriate it was or wasn't for these times.
Right.
But then as we got closer to rehearsal, we were like, this is a great show to be doing right now.
Absolutely.
It's very contemporary. Very timely.
Yeah. Hear that, Trump? No, just. I know, it's like, and you even the show, you were talking about politics, you're talking about everything, you're talking about everything, and it was all happening in your play, it's all happening today. We see it every time we turn the television on, right?
Which makes it funny, but it also makes it a little depressing that the same problems they were having in the 1950s we're still having now.
Well, we survived back then.
That's right. That's right.
The greatest thing that you made us all laugh. I mean, it was so much fun to watch. It was great.
Well, we have a lot of fun doing it too.
Well, that's a thing. A lot of chemistry together. See the chemistry.
We
Hey,
played
wait.
brothers together in another production.
We played brothers in a show 23 years ago together, so yeah, we've known each other for a while.
So do you think you've changed much in 20 years?
No, he's gotten less mature.
No, it
We've gone
feels
through
great.
weddings together, and we both had kids, not together, but we had
Separately.
Separately, but together, right?
It's fun to be out there again.
So, and where are you both? Are you from this area, or are you
No.
come back from Philadelphia?
Actually, this was the first show I ever did at Walnut Street Theatre, and then I came back after that and did The Goodbye Girl and Triumph of Love and Grand Hotel, and I did several shows over at the Arden Theatre, and so Philly kind of became a little home for me. And then I got cast on Broadway in The Lion King, and now I've been away for a while doing The Lion King. So I took a leave of absence. Thank you, Disney, for giving me a leave of absence to let me come back home to the Walnut Street Theatre.
And what do you think? What draws you to Philadelphia? What do you see here with the arts in Philadelphia?
One of the things I love about
Talented
Philadelphia is
actors.
it's like a more manageable New York. So like all of the actors know each other, and the audience gets to come and see the same actors do a lot of different roles.
They can
and that's,
grow with you, right?
Yes, and that's fun to see the same actor in so many different parts that you feel like you get to know them and see the whole range of what they're capable of,
Right.
which is a real blessing for the audience and for the actor.
And it's great to work in this theater, which is so historic.
Oh,
and there's all
wow.
the things that to be on. I mean, actually, Marlon Brando did that exact thing that we're playing jest with in this show. So it's a lot of fun.
And all the history here.
Yeah,
All the
that's
history of all
amazing.
the actors years ago and the parts that you've played representing them.
Yes.
It's just all wonderful.
It all fits in this theater because of the history.
Yes, it's really beautiful. So I'm so happy that I got a chance to meet
Oh,
you.
you know, it's nice to meet you too.
Yes, and
So
me
nice to
too.
meet you. Thank you.
you so much.
So nice to meet you.
So nice to meet you.
Thank you guys.
But
We were just talking about you, Mix. We were saying the response to Saturday's show was unbelievably good. Maybe the best ever.
I got at least 20 phone calls.
I made 10 myself. That's how good it was.
Any reports on the show?
Yes, that's unbelievably good. Maybe the best ever.
What they say?
They said unbelievably good. Maybe the best ever.
Mug! What? Mug!
Bug, he puts coffee in his mouth. No cream, 4 sugars.
Okay, Max.
Did we get any more memos from NBC?
What?
Memos! They love to send memos.
No, Max, no memos.
No memos! They skipped the day without memos. They're saving them so they can memo me to death. They'll bury me in a folded memo in the Mount Memo Cemetery in Memo Park, New Jersey.
Here's your coffee, Max. Be careful. It's very hot.
Ah, it's hot. You shouldn't drink hot things so fast, Mix.
No, it's good. It boils the blood.
Would you like an aspirin,
I
Max?
took a bottle at home.
Well, a bottle of aspirin should clear it up.
Did you get any sleep last night, Max?
Oh yeah, slept like a bear.
Those bear sleeps are great, eh, Max? You wake up in April, May, and you feel like a million.
Helen, I'm ready! We work today, lots of work. I'm gonna do a great show this week. No, not a great show, the best. Best show we ever did, you hear?
Sure, Max, it's always good to change it once in a while.
Dry cleaned and pressed.
Like always, Max.
And check my pockets, I don't want my keys pressed.
Yes, Max. Oh, Mr. Revere of NBC sent you a big pile of memos.
Hi, and we're here with Leah. Leah, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
You did an amazing. Such an amazing job.
Thank you so much.
So much fun. It was so much fun. So tell me about the show. What your whole feeling of the show?
I love doing comedies. The majority of my career is based on doing comedies, and for me, the fact that I'm telling a true life story in a comedic way just makes it even better. Playing a woman who was very strong and important in comedy in the 1950s, really paving the way for variety shows on television, but also the roles of women in television. So it's very exciting for me to play this part. Yeah.
Where are you from? Are you from Philadelphia?
No, I'm not. I'm originally from upstate New York, but I moved to Philadelphia and have been living here just over 10 years and have really enjoyed my time here. It's a wonderful theater community with so many opportunities.
What do you think about the Walnut Street Theatre? Is this beautiful?
I think it's a wonderful place to work. Yeah, everyone here is so generous, and the history that is behind this theater is really extraordinary.
I know. We've been hearing that all night from a lot of the other actors, and it's just amazing. It's just such a central part of what Philadelphia is all about. It's like I call it, my show is Heart of Philly, but this is the heart of things in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
It's not just the other things, the sports and that. I mean, the arts in Philadelphia are there's so much here.
Yeah, this is a fantastic city for arts of all kinds, obviously, but I moved here specifically for theater, and it really has been tremendous. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I will make sure our viewers know they have to come here and see the show. This is just amazing. It's a lot of fun. We laughed the whole time.
Oh,
It's
good.
a great time.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you.
They just say that, Max. From now on, you've got an hour, and that's it.
They can do what they want. Let them. But I got a plan.
What's the plan, Max?
Okay, close the doors.
The doors are closed, Max.
When the Thracians fought the battle of Modena Heights in 354 BC, outnumbered by 100,000 men, what did Cyclantus, the greatest military mind in all of history, decide to do?
Was Cyclantus the giant with the big eyes? Will you let the man finish? What did Cyclantus do, Max?
He sent out 100 women, old, young, whatever, placed them 10 miles apart in
A circle?
a circle, covering 200 miles. Then, in the dead of night, each of the 100 women lit
An umbrella!
a torch, big torches. An umbrella? The enemy saw the torches all around them, thought they were surrounded, threw down their arms and sounded surrender, you hear? The surrounded sounded surrender, and that's what we're gonna do.
Get 100 women with torches and surround Rockefeller Center? I'm just asking. I was never in the army.
My name's Anthony Lawton. I played Brian Doyle in Laughter on the 23rd Floor.
It was an amazing play, and it was just, I laughed the whole time. It was funny, and there were times that I felt drawn in. And how much fun is this for you to do? Because you make it look fun.
Well, anytime you do a comedy and you get that instant feedback, that is about the most fun thing that I can think of doing in theater.
Right, because that's what you're up on stage doing. You're trying to draw the audience in to enjoy it and laugh and just, be absorbed into it.
And it's either a big laugh or a little laugh, so you can tell exactly how much they're enjoying it, which is not true really in a drama.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And I guess you could hear it tonight from the audience, right?
Much of the time, yeah.
They were clapping, they were laughing. Are you one of the original actors also?
Original?
I mean, 20 years ago?
Oh no, I was not in the show
You weren't
20 years
born
ago.
yet, right?
Oh no, I
Sorry.
was, but no, I was not in that production.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, tell me about the show. What are your feelings about this production?
Well, we all have great reverence for the guys that this show is about.
Right.
In fact, I did the show 5 years ago at another theater, and we were doing it in repertory with a show that was based on your show of shows, which was the show these guys were supposedly writing as a sketch show, and they were such seminal influences on American comedy and comedy all over the world. So it's an important play, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now the show will play until March 5th.
I think that's right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So how much work and how much preparation time do you put into this? And I know that there are some days that you have two shows in one day. So you're acting and you're putting everything in that, and then you take a little break and come right back. And how do you do that?
Oh, it's not. I mean, the workload on me is not too awful tough in this show. I mostly listen, But we rehearse about 2.5 weeks, and then we do 8 or 9 shows a week. And what does that only amount to? About 24 hours of work a week. So that's not too bad.
Not too bad.
No.
Thank you so much.
It's my great pleasure.
I enjoyed
Thank
it
you.
so much, and I know our viewers are going to enjoy it. So we're going to tell them you can't miss this show. Everyone knows this.
You'll have a great time. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Here he comes. Remember, just stare at him.
I can't breathe. I can't catch my breath. I think it's a heart attack. Could be a stroke. Don't panic. Just do what I tell you. Call Columbia Presbyterian Hospital. Ask for Dr. Milton Bruckman. Tell him I got a sharp, stabbing pain down my left arm, across my chest, down my back, and my left leg. If he's in surgery, call Dr. Frank Banzarini, St. John's Hospital, 6th floor, cardiology. tell him I suddenly got this burning sensation in my stomach. First I thought it was breakfast. I had smoked salmon. It was still smoking. It didn't feel right going down. If he's fine, it's busy. Call the Clayton and Marcus Pharmacy on 72nd and Madison. Ask for Al. Tell them I need a refill on my prescription from Dr. Snyder. I can't remember the drug. Zodeo, Protozoa. No, Vasco something. Vasco de Gama. The hell is it? I can't get air in my brain. This scarf is choking me. Don't call my wife. No! Maybe you should call her. But don't tell her it's a stroke. If she thinks it's a stroke, she'll call my mother. I have no time to talk to my mother. She drives me crazy. This could be it. I swear to God. Why are you sitting there? What the hell are you waiting for?
To die or finish your instructions, whichever comes first.
How are you?
Hi.
Hi, how are you? What are your names?
I'm Alexis.
Alexis and
Ashaya.
Ashaya. And did you enjoy the show tonight? What did
Yeah.
you think about the show?
It was funny. Definitely I'm into comedy, so it was all what I was looking for.
Have you seen this before?
No, this is actually my first time.
First time? And how about you?
I was at Invite, so this is my first time seeing it as well, and it was awesome. They did a really good job. Yeah.
The acting was so good, wasn't it?
Sincere about what they do.
Yeah. Were you really laughing hard at some of the...
Yeah, it was actually pretty crazy because it was, you could tell that it was in a different time, but it still made us laugh currently. Like it was still pretty good jokes that we could understand and laugh with. It was good to see.
And that's a good topic because you two are pretty young. How old are you?
I'm 21.
22.
Your babies. Your babies, okay? And this was made in the 1950s. So to hear your perspective on it is pretty cool, you know?
It's amazing. Here's a pretty cool plot to this because sitcoms come back out. So just as they planned and as they're waiting, it came out. That's how we know. It's how it's popular, right?
That's right. In the 50s, with Lucille Ball and some of these other, Lucy, all these shows, you guys weren't even born yet.
We get to see it on the rewrite.
And you know, so you could come tonight, you could see this amazing, funny show, and relate to things because it's all sitcoms on television today, right?
So back then the cursing was fine. So
it was fine. I mean, people swear nowadays anyway. So
nowadays it's like they blur out things, but back then that's just how they used to talk and explain things to each other.
That's how they related, right?
It was fun.
Would you tell your friends to come?
Definitely.
Yeah,
I invited my friends, so that's how we were able to, but I'll spread the word to other people in my age category so they can come see it too. So hopefully
Thank you so much. Now,
Hopeful Max, how do we do it?
Is Napoleon dead?
What do you mean, Biggs?
I asked a simple question. Is Napoleon dead?
Yes, Max, he is. Napoleon is dead.
How do you know? Did you see him dead?
Not personally, no, but I saw his tomb in Paris.
Did you open the tomb and look?
They don't let you do that, Max. And who could lift it? It was just me and my wife.
Then how do you know he's in the tomb?
It says so. Why would they build Napoleon's tomb if he wasn't in it?
They built the Eiffel Tower, they didn't put Eiffel in it.
Well, they didn't put Mr. Kellogg in his box of cornflakes either, Max. What point are you trying to make?
I just made it. Maybe we could fire a writer, but no one has to go.
Well, how do we do that, Max?
Easy, I worked it all out. I cut all your salaries down 10%, then I fire a writer. Then I take, no, it doesn't make any difference. Then I take all the 10% and I pay the fired writer so he stays. Then I pay back your 10% out of miscellaneous expenses. So the IRS gets paid, all the writers get paid, no one gets fired, and it doesn't cost me anything.
And when they ask where the miscellaneous expenses are, what do you say?
They're in Napoleon's tomb! What do I know? I don't want to hear anymore! I worked it out, like everything around the details. I don't want to fire anybody.
hi, how are you tonight?
Good, how are you?
And what is your name?
I'm Erin.
Dan.
Dan. And are you from Philadelphia?
We are.
Yes. What did you think about the show?
It was fabulous. It was so good.
And what was your best part? If you could think of one.
I think Frank did a great job.
job as Max. He was so good. And to have directed it and star in it, he just did a great job.
He's really, really
Yeah.
good, wasn't he? And so was this your first time seeing this play?
It was.
It was.
Yes. And it's another place here at the Walnut Street?
Yes.
Yes. And what is another theater?
Oh man.
So many, right?
Yeah. I mean, we just saw Wizard of Oz, and that was fabulous.
Yeah.
I mean, anything they do is great. So.
Yeah, it's great. And all the history here. And how about this being the 208th season of this show?
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
An 8th season. That's incredible.
I know.
To produce that many shows here and all the talent.
Unbelievable talent.
All the talent tonight is so incredible.
Yeah. So unbelievable.
So you're going to tell your friends about the show. Right?
Everybody.
Everybody. Everybody.
Very good.
Do you have any background in acting yourself?
A little, yeah.
I can see something.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know what it is. I'm seeing
Just a little.
Yeah?
I need to finish. Something to end my speech. Something big. Got it, Max. You pull yourself up from the ground. Then you get on one knee. You spread your arms out to Rome. And then you sing. Roma, how I love ya, my dear old Roma. I get the world to be among the folks in Fazzabula Papalini, Roma. How I love ya, my dear old Roma. The folks at home will see me no more till I get to that pasta shore. Fazzaguna Papalini? The man is crazy. But I like it! Put it in the sketch! Oh, my dear old.
We love you, Heart of Philly.
We love you, Heart of Philly.
I love you, Heart of Philly.
I love you, Heart of Philly.
We love love you, Heart of Philly.
I love you, Heart of Philly.